Kung si Senador Alan Peter Cayetano ay nag-hire ng counter affidavit sa reklamong obstruction of justice, si Senador Robin Padilla naman hindi umanot tumugon sa reklamong isinampa laban sa kanya. Ayon kay Ombudsman Boying Rimulya, walang isinumiting counter affidavit si Padilla sa kabila ng ipinadalang summons ng kanilang tanggapan. Anya, lumipas na rin ang itinakdang deadline para sa pagsusumite ng depensa. Dahil dito, posibleng umusad ang reklamo laban kay Padilla. Matatanda ang isinampa ng mga miyembro ng isang civil society group ang reklamong obstruction of justice kaugnay ng umano'y pagtulong sa pagtakas ni Senador Bato de la Rosa.
One person has chosen to ignore the Ombudsman's order, that's Senator Robin Padilla. Maybe he will just adopt the arguments of the persons who are charged with him. That's the best he can do. Well, he has not filed anything. He has not responded. He has not said anything about the cases that the summons given to him.
And the deadline has passed for the three of them.
Deadline has passed. I don't know. He chooses to ignore the ombudsman. Then, so be it.
Samantala, humingi naman ng extension si dating Senate Sergeant at Arms Mau Aplasca para sa paghain ng kanyang counter affidavit. Pinagbigyan siya ng ombudsman at binigyan hanggang July 23 upang makapagsumite ng kanyang depensa. Samantala, muling sisilipin ng Office of the Ombudsman ang naging investigasyon nito sa umano'y mga irregularidad sa 2019 SEA Games. Kamakailan lamang ikinumpirma ng tanggapan na ibinasura na ang reklamo laban kay Public Works Secretary Vince Dizon.
Just this morning, I asked my staff to get the whole file from 2021 to see and to look at the possible violations of law. We're opening it up again. Bubuksan namin yan.
Sa tanong kung ipapatawag si Senador Alan Peter Cayetano na nagsilbi namang chairman ng Philippine Southeast Asian Games Organizing Committee, sinabi ni Rimulya na pag-aaralan pa ito ng tanggapan.
There's a time for everything. Basta pag-aaralan muna namin yung ginawa ng office dati noong 2021 kasi walang double jeopardy, wala naman na charge nun eh.
Samantala, tuloy-tuloy rin umano ang paghahain ng mga kaso kaugnay ng investigasyon sa flood control projects. Ang kay Rimulya, nagpapatuloy ang proseso na mga kasong isasampa laban kay Senador Joel Villanueva at Senador Francis Cheese Escudero. Malapit na rin umanong umusad sa preliminary investigation ang kaso laban kay dating House Speaker Martin Romualdez. Nilinaw rin ni Rimulya na nanatiling bahagi ng investigasyon si dating Budget Secretary Amena Pangandaman sa kabila ng bago nitong appointment bilang CEO ng Al-Aman Islamic Investment Bank.
Kasama pa rin siya sa universe namin. She's part of the universe definitely. Well, we've been in the process of evaluating our investigations on legislators with conflict of interest, meaning to say legislators who are also contractors. And we've been filing cases left and right. And today there are two that are just about filed for PI, for preliminary investigation. These are the case of Congresswoman Angeles of Tarlac and Jojo Ang of Uswag Party List from Iloilo, who is also a contractor. But we filed other cases before already. Yung Garjola cases are about to come out, maybe in a week's time. And there are other cases. Of course, we have to take it one by one because it's not very easy to build up cases. Example sa inyo, no? The family cases, it took us 6 months before we were able to really build a good case. It's not easy. This job is very meticulous and we have to just be deliberate about everything we write, say, or do. Yeah, so, of course, in the news also was the investigation we are conducting on obstruction of justice, what happened in the Senate. And in that light, sumagot na po si former Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano. Si Mr. Aplasca He asked for an extension, so we granted him an extension to file his counter affidavit. But surprisingly, one person has chosen to ignore the Ombudsman's order. That's Senator Robin Padilla. Maybe he will just adopt the arguments of his of the persons who are charged with him. That's the best he can do. Ayun. So far, things are moving smoothly, and we're here every day. Alam niyo naman, you can sense it naman when action is going on here. And we're here every day to make decisions about the cases we have to file and the decisions we have to make regarding different intricacies of different cases. Okay? So that starts the ball rolling.
Before we go to other matters, we'll stick to what you already announced. So when you say si Senator Padilla ignored the...
Well, he has not filed anything. He has not responded. He has not said anything about the cases that the summons given to him.
And the deadline has passed for the three of them.
Deadline has passed. I don't know. He chooses to ignore the ombudsman. Then, so be it.
Okay. And that means for him, wala siyang side, di ba? I mean,
Wala siyang defense.
so can you resolve the obstruction complaint individually in the sense na one will go ahead of the other, or dapat tatlo sila?
Well, they're given a chance to deny or to dispute or to reason out, but he can choose to waive everything. It looks like he has chosen to waive it. I don't know if he's being given any legal advice.
Sir, last for my part of this point. APC deadline was submitted yesterday, sir.
Basta on time. He submitted it on time. Yes.
So, ibig sabihin, sir, nun, that's submitted for resolution, or do we have to wait for General Blascas
We will wait for General Plaska,
before you declare?
which is
Ilan days pa yung file?
July 8 yung order sa kanya, 10 days, 18 for another 10 days. 23 ba? So, 23rd.
So, July 20, filing, if ever...
Next Wednesday. Or Thursday.
So, ang filing, if ever, qualifier, if ever...
If ever, yes.
Ilan, sir, mangyayari yan?
Well, pag-join na yung issues and we were able to come up with the resolution.
How many days would you need?
I cannot say, but we'll do our job.
Sir, baka lang po may info rin kayo. Ano po yung gist or yung laman ng encounter po ni Senator Alan?
I haven't read it. I do not micromanage the cases here. We just want them to answer. Gusto namin sumagot lang sila. At hindi ko rin sila, hindi ko style na pilitin yung tao na, I trust everybody's legal skill and judgment in this office, unless proven otherwise, unless the trust is broken. But I trust the people here.
Sir, what will happen po kung hindi na po makapag-submit si Senator Robin kapag
Well,
natas na po yung deadline?
Well, we will decide. The resolution will be done without this counter affidavit. Choice niya yan.
Sir, advance na natin. Kasi kung halimbawa magpa-file kayo kay APC, baka sabihin na naman, you expected response. Baka mamaya, this is all part of the, we're good, attack against the minority.
No such thing. Remember, the people in jail now, many of them are allies from the very beginning. That's the way it is. Lahat naman tinatamaan dito. Wala naman sinisino ito eh.
Sir, going back dun sa mga contractor, you mentioned po yung kina Jojo Ang and other...
Angeles, Garjola.
Angeles and Garjola.
Meron pa isa. I think Dong Gonzales cases will come out already. Meron na, no? Dong Gonzales of Pampanga.
May particular project po bang tinignan or in general review na them being as contractors?
Conflict of interest. Section 3H of Republic Act 3019 is very clear on conflict of interest. It's just that for the longest time, people took it for granted that they do it because they can. But hindi na dapat pwede yan eh. Some legislators kasi, ang galing ako dyan eh, no? Look at it as an entitlement now. Yung panahon namin kasi hindi ganyan eh. Nung panahon namin, it was very simple. Your district gets 60 million in projects or 70 million in projects. Then you have 5 million soft for scholarships, 5 million for medical assistance. That's it. Ngayon kasi naging entitlement na. And there are rules that the government has set in the spending of public funds. Dapat yan sa paggastos ng salapi ng gobyerno, dapat mayroong mga patakaran tayong sinusunod. Ang example dyan, ang mga proyekto na dapat lumalatag sa infrastructure, karamihan yan, kadalasan, dapat yan dumaan yan sa RDC, Regional Development Council. Pinag-aaralan yan. Ginawa ko yan nung ako'y congressman. Hanggang ngayon, ginagawa pa yung project na na-propose ko noong 2007. It's 2026. I proposed the project in 2007. It's still being carried up to now. Siguro may kulang pa yun na 4 na tulay at mga 3 kilometro pang kalye. Ano yan eh? Ito yung East-West Road from Silang, Cavite to Nasugbu, Batangas. I was the one who made the study of that. Dapat talaga yun ang trabaho ng congressman. Hindi pwedeng sabihin mo, basta bibigyan namin kayo ng project title, dapat bigyan niyo yung perang to. Nagiging ganun na kasi yung lakaran. Eh, hindi na pwede yan. There's no entitlement. And ang naka-complicate pa nito, may mga mahirap sabihin pero sabihin na natin, no? Contractors na naging congressman and decided to control the show in the house. Yun ang pinakamasakit dyan. Parang as if conflict of interest didn't exist, as if Republic Act 3019 didn't exist. So it's going to be difficult for anybody who rules this country to put sense unless something is done about conflict of interest. Kasi mali talaga eh, di ba? Mali eh. Ano, naging congressman ka para makakuha ka ng project, para yumaman ka? Mahalay, di ba? Di ba mahalay, Joseph? Ha?
I reserve my judgment.
So it's okay with you?
No, I have no opinion there, but it's yours.
Oh. Pero mahalay eh. I mean, if some people think it's okay, and then you belong to that group who thinks it's okay. But for those who want decency in our society, na maging decente naman ang lahat, hindi na dapat ginagawa yan. Di ba? Yun nga, yung kaya naging contractor, ang tawag. Eh, masakit yan kasi naging congressman din ako, yung may nakakong congressman. Siyempre, sa pinanggalingan ko, masakit sa akin yan, ginagawa ko to. Pero kailangan kong gawin to para tumigil na. Eh, kailan sila titigil? Pag-ubos na pera ng salapi ng Pilipinas. Diba? Naku, sabihin nila, oh, talagyan natin ng tulay. Yung lugar na yan. Sir, walang ilog. Hindi, magkukay kayo ng ilog. Ganun na lang ba ngayon? Diba? Hindi na dapat ganun eh. It's preposterous already. Didictate mo, ganito gastusin ang pera ng bayan.
Sir, speaking of congressman, may update na rin po ba kay Martin Romualdez? And I know na dinidinig na rin po ng mga maestrado ng Sandigan Bayan yung inyong motion po to discharge former Secretary Bonoan. What will happen if
We're very close to
in case
it.
po na hindi ma-approve yung motion?
We're very close to filing the plunder charges, but we still have to cross the T's and dot some I's and probably put periods in sentences. Yun na lang, ganun kalapit na yan. So I didn't deliberately talk about that. Pero the cases are just about ready for preliminary investigation. Mamaya paliliwanag din ko yung concept ng preliminary investigation kung bakit yun kailangan. Kasi marami hindi nakakaunawa, but na-imbestigan nyo na, meron na naman PI. Eh, ganun po talaga ang lipunan na may sistema ng batas na pinangangalagaan ang karapatan ng bawat isang nasasakdan. Kaya meron tayong preliminary investigation para to protect the rights of people who may be accused of any crime. But we can explain it better later.
Sir, will it still stand without Secretary Bonoan testifying?
Ano yan eh, alam mo, when it comes to a case like that, it's not as simple as you want it to be. You're talking about layers and layers of lawyers, people who will defend up to and go to any extent to defend their client. So hindi ganun kadali. Pero we were managing to thread the needle, so to speak. Kasi para kang dumadaan sa butas ng karayom. Pag pinag-aaralan mo, yung taong marunong na at maraming pera at marunong ang abogado. Sinasabi ko na, from the first day that I took office here, ang kalaban namin dito, the people with who have the best lawyers money can buy. Yun ang kalaban namin dito. Kaya marami naiinip. Pero we go to work every day precisely because of that. Dapat deliberate, dapat meron kayong mga binabantayan na mga bagay para pag nabuo yung kaso at final ay hindi siya basta-bastang mawawasak ng defense counsel. Ano ito eh? It's not easy. At syempre, in our mind also, how the courts will accept what we do and what we file. And the record speaks for itself naman eh. Ang record ng Sandigan Bayan. That's why I'm asking everybody to watch our courts. Bantayan natin ang courts. Because kami, we're putting on our best face to put flesh into the cases. Sana, the courts will also do their part in dispensing justice in this country. Justisya ang pinag-uusapan dito. Justisya.